What's good, y'all boys, man? Welcome back to another reaction video game, man. Y'all boys already know what's popping, man. Ele dobra pra jalavat na chiri no itesege reacti video. Nieta reacti video. Sevonia. Mi, Sevonia, mi sopi rajetsa uchitsa Russian history. Paruski history. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, man, it's good since I'm deep in your culture right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not I don't want to just take a minute, just listen to the music, and the next thing you know, I don't know ish about Russia. You know what I'm saying? I want to since I'm here, it's always good to see how the history of Russia is. You know, foreign country that's actually pretty nice. You know, I'm learning about a whole new country. I know school that I went to, either in my own country or USA, bro, told me about Russia. Nowhere I never heard about no Russian history a day in my life. So this is actually my first time diving into Russian history to see, hey, how y'all became Russia. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take a deep dive into this. We got my other videos coming. This is part one. So we got a part two coming. We're gonna keep going to see, you know what I'm saying? Either next week I'm gonna drop another one or the next day. I don't know. Yanis now you cocked up, but yeah, bro, I would just want to take a deep dive. And history was one of my favorite subjects in school. So why not, bro? Let's take a deep dive in. You know what I'm saying? History of Russia, part one, pregnantly. Low history. Okay.
For thousands of years, the lands known today as Russia and Ukraine were inhabited by nomadic tribes and mysterious Bronze Age cultures. The only record they left were their graves. In the great open grasslands of the south, the steppe, they buried their chieftains beneath huge mounds called kurgans. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus called these people Scythians. Their lands were overrun by the same nomadic warriors who brought down the Roman Empire.
Yo, look, okay. Before I say anything, please, bro, I'm not the smartest nigga alive, okay? I'm not the smartest gentleman alive. So, and I know there's some educational stuff, so slow down on the, don't judge me, you know what I'm saying? So don't judge me if I say some y'all think that might be a lot. Just educate a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Instead of judging me, just let me know in the comment section something I didn't know. But them Roman Empire boys, bro, them boys they used to be like that, bro. Them Roman Empire niggas used to be like that. They used to be them, bro. They used to be him, them, whatever. They used to be them, bro. It's like they used to rule everything, bro. I don't know what it is with them, but they in every history I heard, like books I read, they were in there, bro. Like, damn.
It was then settled by Slavs. They shared some language and culture, but were divided into many different tribes. Vikings from Scandinavia, known in the east as Varangians, rode up Russia's long rivers on daring raids and trading expeditions. According to legend, the East Slavs asked a Varangian chief named Rurik to be their prince and unite the tribes. He accepted and made his capital at Novgorod. His dynasty, the Rurikids, would rule Russia for 700 years.
Damn.
His people called themselves the Rus and gave their name to the land.
Ah.
Rurik's successor.
Nice to learn that. You know, this is first point, you know? First point. So now I know how Russia, Rus, so land of the Rus. And I think Russia is also known as the motherland, you know what I'm saying? I think somebody made a song who was like, it was a song, it was I think Vladimir made that song when I read it was like the motherland. Children, it was something. I don't want to get into the music. We in the history class. But yeah. Okay, this is nice to know. But 700 years is crazy, bro. 700? So that means the prince died, somebody else became prince, somebody else. Gee.
For 700 years. His people called themselves the Rus, and gave their name to the land. Rurik's successor Oleg captured Kiev, making it the capital of a new state, Kievan Rus. A century later, seeking closer ties with the Byzantine Empire to the south, Vladimir the Great adopted their religion and converted to Orthodox Christianity.
Look, listen, don't say nothing about me pausing the video, by the way, because I'm trying to actually learn here. So, okay. Kiev. That's Ukraine, right? Yeah, Ukraine. Cause Dynamo Kiev, the soccer team. I'm like, that's in Ukraine. Okay. I'm trying to.
Later, seeking closer ties, Rurik captured Kiev, making it the capital of a new state, Kievan Rus. A century later, seeking closer ties with the Byzantine Empire to the south, Vladimir the Great adopted their religion and converted to Orthodox Christianity. He is still venerated today as the man who brought Christianity to Ukraine and Russia. Yaroslav the Wise codified laws and conquered new...
Yaroslav? Yeah, это Stanislav, gang. Это Stanislav, gang. Не это Yaroslav. Это Stanislav.
Venerated today as the man who brought Christianity to Ukraine and Russia. Yaroslav the Wise codified laws and conquered new lands. His reign marked the golden age of Kievan Rus. It was amongst the most sophisticated and powerful states in Europe. But after Yaroslav's death, his sons fought amongst themselves. Kievan Rus disintegrated into a patchwork of feuding princedoms, just as a deadly new threat emerged from the east. The Mongols under Genghis Khan had overrun much of Asia. Now they launched a great raid across the Caucasus Mountains and defeated the Kievan princes at the Battle of the Kalka River, but then withdrew. 14 years later, the Mongols...
You trying to tell me them niggas couldn't mind their business? What's up with these Mongols niggas? You trying to tell me they couldn't mind their own business, bro? Like, they just had a king... Them niggas just came in, fight them, and just said, all right, we gonna dip. We just wanted to cut. You just wanted, I see what it is over there. And then they just dip after that, bro. What is wrong with them boys? Hey, look, man, I'm learning and trying to make some fun out of it in the same time. Okay, so don't judge me, man.
Then withdrew. 14 years later, the Mongols returned. A gigantic army led by Batu Khan overran the land. Cities that resisted were burnt, their people slaughtered. The city of Novgorod was spared because it submitted to the Mongols. Its prince, Alexander Nevsky, then saved the city again, defeating the Teutonic Knights at the Battle of the Ice, fought above a frozen lake, defeating the Teutonic prince, Alexander Nevsky, then saved the city again, defeating the Teutonic Knights at the Battle of the Ice, fought above a frozen lake. He remains one of Russia's most revered heroes. The Mongols ruled the land as conquerors. Their new empire was called the Golden Horde, ruled by a Khan from his new capital at Sarai. The Rus princes were his vassals. They were forced to pay tribute or suffer devastating reprisal raids. They called their oppressors Tatars. They lived under the Tatar yoke. Alexander Nevsky's son, Daniel, founded the Grand Principality of Moscow, which quickly grew in power. Under the great Uzbek Khan, the Tatars converted to Islam. A rising power, the Grand Duchy of Lithuania defeated the Tatars at the Battle of Blue Waters and conquered Kiev. 18 years later, Dmitry Donskoy...
This is very, very, very interesting. Yo, I love history, man. Not gonna lie, I love history, man. I love history. I love history, bro. I love it.
quickly grew in
It just grabbed my attention deep.
power. Under the great Uzbek Khan, the Tatars converted to Islam. A rising power, the Grand Duchy of Lithuania defeated the Tatars at the Battle of Blue Waters and conquered Kiev. 18 years later, Dmitry Donskoy, Grand Prince of Moscow, also defeated the Tatars at the Great Battle of Kulikova Field. After years of infighting, the Golden Horde now began to disintegrate into rival khanates. Constantinople, capital and last outpost of the once great Byzantine Empire, fell to the Turkish Ottoman Empire. Some hailed Moscow as the Third Rome, the seat of Orthodox Christian faith. Now Rome and Constantinople had fallen. Meanwhile, the Grand Princes of Moscow continued to expand their power, annexing Novgorod and forging the first Russian state. At the Ugra River, Ivan III of Moscow faced down the Tatar army and forced it to retreat.
Wait. What did they do to Novgorod, bro? Ah, Oxymoron, Gargorod. No. No. You know what I'm saying? I thought there was something there, but that was...
Annexing Novgorod and forging the first to expand their power. Constantinople had fallen. Meanwhile, the Grand Princes of Moscow continued to expand their power, annexing Novgorod and forging the first Russian state. At the Ugra River, Ivan III of Moscow faced down the Tatar army and forced it to retreat. Russia had finally cast off the Tatar yoke.
Whew, them boys, hey,
Under
them boys
Grand
was there for a
Prince
minute.
Vasily III, Moscow continued to grow in size and power. His son, Ivan IV, was crowned the first Tsar of Russia. He would be remembered as Ivan the Terrible. Ivan conquered Tatar lands in Kazan and Astrakhan, but was defeated in the Livonian War by Sweden and the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Ivan's modernizing reforms gave way.
This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot to take in. I'm not going to lie. This is a lot to take in. Poland.
But was defeated in the Livonian War by Sweden and the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Ivan's modernizing reforms gave way to a reign of terror and mass executions fueled by his violent paranoia. Russia was still vulnerable. Raiders from the Crimean Khanate were able to burn Moscow itself. But the next year, Russian forces routed the Tatars at Molody, just south of the city. Cossacks now lived on the open steppe, a lawless region between three warring states. They were skilled horsemen who lived freely and were often recruited by Russia and Poland to fight as mercenaries. Three warring states now lived on the open steppe, a lawless region between three warring states. They were skilled horsemen who lived freely and were often recruited by Russia and Poland to fight as mercenaries. Ivan the Terrible's own son, the Tsarevich, fell victim to one of his father's violent rages, bludgeoned to death with the royal scepter.
Dang. Oh, that's crazy.
The Cossack adventurer Yermak Timofeyevich led the Russian conquest of Siberia, defeating Tatars and subjugating indigenous tribes. In the north, Arkhangelsk was founded, for the time being Russia's only seaport linking it to Western Europe, though it was icebound in winter. Ivan the Terrible was succeeded by his son, Fyodor I, who died childless. It was the end of the Rurikid dynasty. Ivan's advisor, Boris Godunov, became Tsar. But after his sudden death, his widow and teenage son were brutally murdered. and the throne seized by an imposter claiming to be Ivan the Terrible's son.
Of course.
He too was soon murdered.
Of course.
Russia slid into anarchy, the so-called Time of Troubles. Rebels and foreign armies laid waste to the land, and the population was decimated by famine and plague. Polish troops occupied Moscow. Swedish troops seized Novgorod.
Oh.
The
Polish, Sweden. Damn. Poland was moving like that, though? Poland was moving like that? Nah, I need to know more.
Russian state seemed on the verge of extinction.
Ah, man. Poland was moving like that is crazy. This is the more you know, you know?
If you liked this video,
I definitely did, my boy. I'm gonna leave a like, or I already did. I might hate the subscribe button, you know? Yeah. Definitely very, very interesting. You know, it's a lot of interesting thing in there. Yeah. Damn. My mind is too much. It's too much to take, bro. It's too much information to take here, bro. But yeah. I'm definitely going to do part 2 like right now because I want to know. I want to know how Russia became full Russia, because it seems like, although they, like, after all these people ruled them, you know what I'm saying, Ivan the Terrible did his thing, you know what I'm saying, killed his own son. You know, some random guy decided, you know what I'm saying, okay, I'll take over. I'm bruh's son, don't worry. Got killed. The son and mother got killed. It seemed like Russia about to lose it all, bro. Hey, look, I'm looking forward to the next episode, man. If you did enjoy watching this, though, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'm moving into the next episode like right now. Stay out of the way and stay glyph, man. Glyph.